आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सॉल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
So here we have a question. We can see the monthly profit in rupees of 100 shops are distributed as follows, right? So profit per shop is 0 to 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 150, 150 to 200, 200 to 250, 250 to 300, and the number of shops is given to you, right? Now we have to draw a frequency polygon for it. Right, we have to draw a frequency polygon for it. So we will work with the data first, right? First we will work with the data, and then in the end we will draw the frequency polygon, right? Okay, so first I will just make some table, right? So the very first table is this. The very first table I will draw it, this and this, right? Okay, and I will just put down this. Okay, now I will just write down some values. So here the profits are given to you, right? So I will just draw profit of first. The first column is for profit, right? The second is going to be the mid value. I will tell you what is mid value. First I will just write it down, and the third is gonna be frequency, right? The third is gonna be frequency. The third is gonna be frequency, right? Okay, and these are the points, right? Points, we will draw the point as well, right? Okay, so now the very first thing is the profit from 0 to 50. The first profit is 0 to 50, right? So we have to find out the mid value. So for finding out the mid value, what we have to do, first we will write down all of the profit values, like 0 to 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 150, 150 to 200, 150 to 200, 200 to 250, 200 to 250, right? And we will move forward now. So that's 250 to 300. So I will write down that as well. I will draw the line as well, right? So the first thing we have to work on this, right? Okay, now we have to move forward. So 0 to 50, what is the mid value of 0 to 50? So what we have to do, we just have to add 0 and 50, and then I have to divide by 2. So similarly we will have 25. 0 plus 50, that's 50 divided over 2, that's 25. Similarly for 50 to 100 we will get 75, right? Because 150 plus, divided by 2, that's 150. 100 plus 50 divided over 2, you will get 75. Similarly for 100 to 150, you will get 125. 125. For 150 to 200, you will get 175, right? 175, right? And then 200 to 250, you will get 225, and last we will get 275, right? So these are the mid values, we got it. Now we have frequency. So frequency is given in the question, in the data. I will write down the frequency, right? So the frequency for 0 to 50 is just nothing but, I will write it down. So that's 12, right? I will write 12 for the very first part. That's 12 frequency. It means 12 shops, 18 and 27, 27 and 20, 20, 20, and for that is 17, and for the last that's 6, 17 and 6, right? So we got the mid values and we got the frequency from the data. We find it out, and mid value we just added the profits and we have divided by 2. That's all, right? So now we will get the points, right? The points are given to us. That's x point and that's y point. So I will write down the points. That's 25 and 12. Similarly we have 75 and 18. Similarly we have 125 as x value and 27 as y value. Similarly we have 175 and 20, and at the last we have 225 and 17, and at the last we have 275, 200 and sorry, that's 225, that's 275 and 6. You can check over, like we got the value as x and y over here, x and y, x and y, x and y, x and y, and x and y and x and y, right? We got all of the points. Now I have to place the point in a frequency polygon. So for this one I have to make a graph. So here I make a graph, right? Okay, so that's a graph. Okay, so here I will write down the mid values over here, right? I will write down the mid values, right, over here. So I will start from the origin, that's 0, 0 to 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 150, 150 to 200, 200 to 250, and 250 to 300. I will write down the points, right? And for the y-axis I will write down the frequency. So I will write down the frequency. So I will write down the frequency, right? So what are the frequency right now we have? That's 5. I will write down that as 5, 10, 15. You just write down the interval of 5, like 5, 10, 15, and 20, 25, 20, 25, and 30, right? So we got that, right? So these are the frequency. Let me just erase this one. So these are the frequency. So here we got the frequency, right? So these are the frequency. Now you can check over that we already find it out the x and y values. So I will just place the x and y values. The very first value is 25 and 12, right? So 25 lies here, something like here, right, between here 0 to 25, and 12 lies somewhere here. So I will write down here, right, just for approximation. And similarly we have the second point. The second point is 75 and 18. 75 lies somewhere here and 18 lies somewhere here. So I will just point out here as well, right? Similarly we have 125 to 127. So 125 and 127 means somewhere here, 125 somewhere here, and 17 is somewhere 27 is somewhere here, right? And somewhere here, right, between 25 and 30. Similarly we have 175, 20. So 175 somewhere here and 20 is somewhere here, right? Okay, now we have 225, 17. So 225 somewhere here and 17 somewhere here, right? Here, right? Okay, now we have last, that's 275 and 6. So 275 over here and 6 is gonna be here, right? Now I will just match up all of the points. So I will just match up all of the points. So the frequency polygon we got like this. This is the frequency polygon. This is like this, right? So this will be the frequency polygon. So here you can see the x value is increasing, like x value is the value of x is increasing, 25, 75, 125, 175, 225, and 275, and the value of y is vary, right? So we have to draw like this, and this will be our frequency polygon, right? That's frequency polygon, right? That will be the frequency polygon, and that's how we have to draw. So for this one, first we have to find out the mid value, then frequency, then points, and then we have to put down the points. So this is how we are going to do this one. Okay, thank you so much.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट, IIT, जेईई मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।